like I said, we're going to have to cover this person because we have to make sure that the person not to be exposed. Not even for you, even by yourself. Because if the person is dead, still certain parts out of the body are not supposed to look to it or even to touch it. Therefore, it is very important that we're going to cover the person. Basically, mostly, that we have to cover, like, let's say, from the navel to the knees, because we are not supposed to be seeing these parts, okay? It is very important, as I said, the person who's washing, that he take a gloves or take a small towel, wrap it around his hand, not to be touching the private parts directly and not also to dirty his hand. That this person now, we start taking his clothes off, alright? We take all the clothes off, and after this, it is something very important that remember, this water that you're using is not too cold, neither too hot. Because I said, always have to remember, as if this is a live person. Keep this in mind. So what a live person, he doesn't go take a cold shower or a hot shower. You need something like normal, something reasonable that you're going to use. If you are alive, you're not supposed, you don't want your private parts to be exposed. So take all these things in consideration. You remove. You bought first a sheet before you move. Before you move the clothes, you bought the sheet. So now when you take the clothes off, nothing been exposed to you. Alright? And as I said, it is not the sunnah, and I made this very clear, that you do anything to the person. But it may be, in some cases, you will find every time you wash it, there is something coming out of the private parts or anything like this. So in this case, which my right hand is here, okay, this is the left. In this case, I have like an assistant here to the left, but nobody come here so the sister can see. And I'm going to try nicely and taking the person like this. No, relax, don't worry, I can lift you. Okay? And I'm doing this to help to relieve some of what's happening while I'm washing him. So I can try nicely with my left hand, okay? And after this, I'm taking, as I told you, that I have something on my hand already, and I'm starting washing the person, okay? Cleaning all this stuff. And after I made sure that there's nothing coming and that it's clean, now I will start give him regular wudu, okay? By washing his hands. And I have somebody who's standing here, okay? Or I have a running water. Would be good if you have a table that already has a hole, little bit lifted from this side, okay? So the water will be running automatically. You don't have, look good that you can have apron or anything like this. Also, you don't dirty yourself. And now I'm going to wash, make the intention for giving him ghusl, okay? Wash his hands. And now I'm going to wet my hand, to the best of my ability, and I try to clean his mouth 3 times, about the nose, taking water and wash his face, okay? Taking his right hand, everything like you make a wudu, 3 times, okay? Take the water and wash, and the left hand, take water and go wipe over his head, his ears, okay? And this is it. You don't go to the feet now. And now I'm going to start to give him the wash completely, and then start pouring water, okay? Now I'll go to the right side, okay? Washing.
Do we use soap?
Yeah.
This is what I said. That in the last one, you're going to use soap, kafur, shnan, any of this material. But now I'm washing with water.
I was going to say that you can go to some of these places, I don't know if they have them here in Ohio, they have lotus leaf. The Prophet ﷺ used to use lotus leaf. They have these big leaves.
Juju leaf, right?
They have the lotus leaf that the Prophet ﷺ used to use.
CFC sells it.
Yes.
CFC is a health store. They sell it.
You can go to the health food stores or some of these Chinese herb stores. The leaf that the Prophet used to use. Yes. They sell them here. So you can find this, inshallah, and use that at the last washing.
So now he's pouring water here, and I finished the right side. I go on the left side, okay?
You wash the feet.
Excuse me?
You wash the feet.
Now the feet will be the last thing. Same way like you take your ghusl, okay? Now this is one time. Now I go again for the second time, third time, okay, and go over it 3, 4, can be 5, okay? And in the last time I'm putting soap or kafur or whatever you call it and make sure that the person. Now after I finish, I come here and I wash the feet, the second feet. This person now he have a complete ghusl. Any question about the steps?
In terms of the back area, how would you wash? You wash? Oh.
This is my hand. I have a towel.
His back.
Okay,
His back
thank
side.
you. Okay. A person can be turned, and this will come before washing the whole body, okay? I can turn the person like this, and I have another person here, another person helping me here, and we turning him like this, little bit, I'm washing, okay? And try to clean from under him also, and put him, you can turn him nicely to the other side, and you wash it also under him and between his legs. Any question? Okay? So the private parts is before the wudu, and the wudu is before the ghusl, and the feet comes as the last thing. And as I said, the whole body is starting always from the right, and you're going to the left. The head, the right side, the left side, and all this consider one time. You can go 2, 3, 5, whatever it is, and after this is the end will be the feet.
I have a question, Akim.
Should women wash men, or if you're a man and you're Muslim, you die in a particular community, or a sister died in a particular community, is it safe, okay for the imam to do the washing, or is there a sister that's not?
A woman is still a private for any other man that is not her husband. If it's not her husband, he could not wash her. A woman can wash a woman. A man will wash a man. A woman that doesn't wash a man doesn't wash a woman. But if she's my wife, I will wash her. If I'm her husband, she will wash me. Okay? So now, if this is not available, now will it sisters wash a sister and brothers wash brothers? Am I saying correct? Yeah. Okay. Now, this person already been washed. Okay? And now will come the time to wrap him. Now we'll prefer if you have another table. Okay? And we're going to take this person from here because everything is wet here. You don't want wet the kafan or the wrapping, the shroud, whatever you call. We may dry him here. Now when we carry him in the table. But before we go to the table there, you should have the kafan prepared there. Okay? And also, remember, being gentle. It should be 3 people. Okay? So one person coming from here, one person from here, one person from here, and we're going to carry him together in the same time. Lift him. Okay? Another person come from here, another person come from here, except you understand that is not. Okay? And you go and you put him while already the towels or the sheets is prepared on the other table. Table clean, dry, and we have the kafan sitting there. Now, the kafan, let's imagine. Okay, can you please get up for a minute? let's imagine now that this is the other table. So we have one sheet. We have 2 sheets. This is the second sheet on top of it. Alright? And this is the third sheet on top of it. Okay? This is the first sheet. The This is the second sheet on top of it. This is the third one. Can you imagine this? Okay, now we have everything here in the table. We have 3 sheets here. Now I'm going to wrap him, taking this side, okay? Excuse me. Button it. It is the right side. Button it.
Should that be right over there?
Excuse me.
Should that be right over there?
Wait.
Left over right?
Which one? Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, thank you. And this one going here. This over it. Okay, this is one. Come with the second one. Put it here. Come with the second one from the other side, the right and goes. Okay? And now I come with the third one again. Come with the third one on top of it. This person now has a kafan. Okay? It's wrapped. Tying is not a must. It's not sunnah. If you tie it for whatever reason, I know this belongs to the hotel, but
Let him breathe. Open it
for purpose of teaching, it's already ready. I'm sure they're going to throw it. Because some people, they need scissors, they need to understand sewing machine. You don't need all this stuff. Tell you how to take a sheet here, very simple. If it's too hard, use this old method. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay? For 1 second, okay? Time.
The sisters can stand up and look around if they can't see.
And we should remember to be very careful when handling the body. We shouldn't just let the legs drop when we wash something or let the head flop on the cadaver or whatever, because the Prophet ﷺ said, كسر العظم الميت ككسره حيا, أو كما قاله صلى الله عليه وسلم, that breaking a bone of the dead is like breaking it when he's alive. So we should be very, very careful, very gentle when we handle the body.
As I said, tying is not a necessity except you feel that you have to do it, that the body will come out of the thing, you don't know how to carry all these things. Now this person is wrapped, is washed already, is wrapped, okay? Now we're going to carry this person and we have another bed. We're going to take it now to the mosque or to the musalla, okay? To make the Janaza prayer. This one comes after this. So now we imagine that this person that we have it. Now, a man, I'm going to stand here. A woman, I'm going to stand here. Okay? The brother's going to be standing behind me.
Excuse me. Do you stand on this left side or right side on the head?
If this is the Qibla, and he's laying down here, this is his head, I'm standing here.
You face the Qibla.
Yes.
Yes, this is right.
Same thing.
No, his head is going to be to your left. If it's a man, his head is going to be to your left. Like Sheikh Muhammad, you go around the other way. Like this is the Qibla. Right. His head is going to be to your left.
Let's say this is the Qibla now.
Right.
Where am I supposed to be standing?
As long as he's at his head. If the Qibla's that way, he's got to be over there. If the Qibla's this way, he has to be over there. Right. If his head is here.
Who's facing the Qibla? I say the condition of the prayer for Janaza is the same way like a condition for any Salah. You have to face the Qibla. The person is not in his right hand, he's laying down on his back. So now, exactly like I say, this is the Qibla, and this is the person on the bed, which you bring it and carry it to the masjid, or outside in the musalla. So if it's a man, I'm standing here. If a woman, I'm standing here in the middle. Alright? Now, the brothers standing ranks behind me, at least it should be 3 ranks. And if there is sisters, they will be behind the brothers. Okay? Now, I'm going to make the salah of Janaza. And I say, Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. You don't say it out loud, I'm only showing what I'm saying, okay? The Salah Janaza, you read it yourself. Allahu Akbar. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم. Did I say it right? I forgot something.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. الله أكبر. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وذكرنا وأنثانا وصغيرنا. اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفى على الإيمان. And there is more than one way that you say it, okay? الله أكبر. اللهم لا تفتنا بعده ولا تحرمنا أجره. Now, I forgot to tell you, you can make 1 taslima or you can make 2. Both of them correct. Now I finish the 4th takbirah, I say Allahu Akbar, and after this is sleep. He said Assalamu alaikum, or he say Assalamu alaikum. So now I didn't raise my hand every time, and I can say Allahu Akbar, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, to the end. Allahu Akbar, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad, kama sallaita ala Ibrahim. Allahu Akbar, Allahumma ighfir lahiyina wa shahidina wa abdikina. Allahu Akbar, Allahumma la tafsidna ba'da. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
There's 2 points we wanted to also mention. One of them is